College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
And for college sports.
Joined by Washburn University following 2021 NCAA Division II National Championship match. Joined by head coach Chris Herron. Coach, you want to start with some comments on the match?
Sure. Tampa's good. Hit 361, and we served fairly well. It's not like we went back there and were just serving lollipops either. They still hit 361. All the credit in the world for them. That was a really good team, and obviously number 11 had a great night. But I think the biggest thing is 16, their middle. We didn't have an answer for her, and she kind of just yikes 615. So that's a national championship match, and she had 615. So that's pretty amazing. I'm disappointed for our players. Certainly happy we're here, but disappointed that we didn't play our best, and that Tampa had a lot to do with that. So let's leave it there.
Also have student athletes Kelsey Gordon and Allison Sadler. We'll open it for questions.
Congratulations on a great season. You can be more than proud of you and your team. So what are your biggest takeaway from this trip, especially to Florida?
Well, they get to the national championships, number one. It's like we just talked about this in the locker room. 10 years from now, they're going to come back, reunions, and they're going to talk about the year, and they're going to talk about this, that, and the other. But most of the time, what they're going to do is they're going to enjoy the time they've had with each other. These kids are so close that they're unbelievable friends, and they're lifelong friends, and we just talked about. They're going to be invited to each other's weddings, or they're going to be in each other's weddings. They're going to introduce their children to them as they grow older. It's really cool to see. It's extremely rewarding for me to see how tight-knit this group is. So I think what are they taking away from this? Obviously, everybody's going to take something away a little bit different, but mostly what they're going to take away is we played for the national championship.
This one is for the student athletes. What do you think is your most memorable moment of the season, on or off the court?
The most memorable thing that we will be taking away from this year is the friendships. I think volleyball and any team sport brings us together. It brings everybody together, and it creates an inseparable bond. And I think that is, above all, the best thing that comes from sports. It's not about the wins. It's not about the losses. I'll probably black out and forget this. Honestly, probably will. The best. And we'll come back, like you said, 30 years from now, and that's what we're going to remember. I'm going to remember the dumb stuff that happened on the bus. I'm going to remember the laughs. I'm going to remember the cries. And, the rest is history.
Hi, guys. Congrats on a great season. Coach, obviously, you've been at Washburn forever. At Washburn forever now. Where does this team rank in school history, in your mind?
Best. Yeah, the 2017 was good. But best. Now, they may argue with me. Matter of fact, they probably will. As soon as they see this, someone on my phone is going to get blown up, and they probably have a few choices because they've been out for 10 years, so they can say whatever they want to the out. So it'll be fun. But yeah, this is the best team we've ever had there.
Student athletes, I know you're both listed as seniors. Are you done or are you back?
Yeah, we're both super seniors, so we're old.
Like, obviously, you've raised the bar even higher, and this program was already a very recognized national program. What do you want to see out of the program moving forward that you think you left on?
I think I would say, I mean, I know when we came here in 2018, that was the last time we've been here, and having that opportunity to be here was something that I really don't have words for, and so I just hope that the younger players see what it takes and what we did day in and day out in the gym. And I mean, trust me when I say that in practice every single day, the B-side or whatever would literally kick our butts. Like, they will be fine, and I just hope they know that this is possible, and we gave them that opportunity to see what it is, and that they just take that and run with it because they're good enough to be back.
And I hope they don't feel pressure to be us, because I think that's something that was important for us to find is we don't have to be the 2017. We don't have to be the 2016 team. We're the 2021 team. And you get to find your own journey, and you get to make your own journey, and that's the best part about it. We have a culture that we've established, and that's what we run on. We don't run on anything else. We don't just think, oh, you have to do this. No, you get to do this. This is an opportunity of a lifetime.
Congratulations again, Washburn, on a historic season. And throughout the tournament, and especially tonight, you've had great support from home and also here in the Bob Martinez Center. Is there anything you want to say to the supporters at home and even here? An opportunity to do so?
I'll start. I think, oh my gosh, I'm crying. The support that we've had from literally everywhere in the country has been amazing, no matter where past players are at current or in Topeka alone. We had 4 different watch parties around Topeka, Kansas. And we see the videos and we see the support. They tweeted us all the time. And our parents and our extended family that have traveled here, they traveled to almost every single game, and they love us just as much as we do. And having them behind us has been one of the biggest motivators, and they've, tried to compete with that crowd out there. It's hard to do so, but there's no words to describe how much that means to look up in the stands and see that support right then and there, and then going on your phone and it blowing up. It'll blow up again after this game, and everyone from everywhere just supporting you just means the world.
You have to say, I love you, and I thank you. I think that's the biggest thing you have to do. I'm sorry that it didn't go different, but I want to assure everybody who's watching at home and everybody who's in Tampa that we left it out there. We tried. And I hope you're proud of us.
I would say this, that we travel well. I mean, you can see that. And we travel well all the time. And it's crazy how well we travel. And the support that we have in our own town, our city, is amazing. Our crowds are huge, and we're blessed that we get to play in front of 1,000 people when we play at home. So we certainly don't take that for granted. We talk about it all the time, and we certainly love all of those people that come and support us, and we just hope they keep doing it.
Student athletes, it seems like Washburn is getting closer and closer to a national championship. I know Tampa, it took Chris Katnack 25 years to get that elusive championship. How close is this program under your coach to winning it all?
I mean, you can see it every year. We get closer. And the thing is that when we recruit, we don't recruit for skill sets. We recruit for people. And I'm a firm believer that those people are still out there.
And I hope that they see that this team's about love and fun. And if you want to do that, come to Washburn. I think that speaks for itself.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say we don't recruit for skill when Allie didn't even know how to recruit freshman year.
That's
And our freshman year, we were 18 and 14,
Yeah.
and we lost the first round of our conference tournament, and just turning it around has been amazing.
Coach, the chemistry between you and your players is incredible. Is there anything specific you do to bring this bond, like every season, to bond with your team?
Yeah, I think when I try to recruit, I always tell people that recruiting is much like dating. The very first thing about recruiting is it's a physical attraction. I physically think that person can help us be successful. And from that point on, then it turns into I got to get to know you. It's like dating now. Okay? I got to get to know this person. It's really important for me to talk to their club coach, their high school coach, to people that are around them. I need to get them on a visit. I need to see what they're like around their parents. Because to me, everything's a fit. When I first got there, I was just recruiting good athletes, and we were successful, but there was no chemistry. It was just, I didn't even really like them, to be honest with you. And they weren't even fun to coach. And then so look, I'm not for everybody. Every coach isn't for every player, and every player is not for every coach. And so I got to find the right kind of kid that fits me and the right kind of kid that fits us. And so for me, that's really what I start to go towards. I obviously want to find a player that can play, but I also want to find a player that's competitive. And really, I could stop right there. I just need you to be competitive. If you're competitive, we'll get along great. If you're not, don't come here because I want you to have a good experience. Wherever you want to go, you should have a good experience. And so it's a 4-year marriage, or in this case, 6 or 7-year marriage. So, but the point here is that every day you got to be around this person. You don't want it to be not fun. And I don't want to, if I didn't like Susie, I'm going to take it out on my team because I don't like Susie. I'm walking in and go, I don't like Susie. I don't want Susie around then. So I try to recruit like that because then I feel like that they fit together as a group, and that's what's happened with these guys. Sorry, that was a long story.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
We'd like to thank Washburn University and congratulate you on being a national championship finalist.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it, It's will you.
The 2021 NCAA Division II National Champion. We'll start with head coach Chris Katnack. Some remarks on the match.
These two fine young ladies played outstanding games to lead us to this championship. As a coach, you dream about your team playing its best match as many times as they can, but it happened in the national championship. We played a very, very clean match. We averaged 17 kills a set. We haven't done that all season. We hit 360. I couldn't have dreamed of anything better than that. And, looking at Washburn in their first two matches, we knew we would do some unique things. We have some different defenses we can throw every rotation, so that really affected them. But I wasn't sure, matching up player for player, that it was going to be a 3-0. I thought we'd have a chance, but they have some really, really good kids and really good players. So I could not be more impressed and more proud of this group.
Joined by student athletes Claudia Rivera and Katie McKeel. We'll open it up for questions.
This is for the student athletes. How does it feel to start your careers at the top of the mountain and you get to end it on the same mountain?
Oh, man. I can't even put into words the feelings right now. Not only to finish my career just with an awesome team and an awesome victory, I honestly would have been satisfied either way because I've just enjoyed every step of the way, but you can't ask for a better storybook ending, and it's never going to hit me, but to end my career with this specific group that is just so deserving and it's just so hardworking and selfless, and they just gave us every opportunity to come back in. And our coaching staff was so supportive, and to win it in our home gym in front of the biggest crowd we've ever had, I'm speechless. It's incredible.
Same. It's just unreal right now. Like starting my career with a natty in 2018 with the same group of people almost. We're missing a couple, but my fourth year, senior year, again with a natty. It's insane. Like it doesn't get any better than that.
For the student athletes, I'm sure you guys were aware of the support you guys had here tonight, the past championship teams, the legacy that is UT Volleyball. How does it feel to add another national championship to that legacy, and what does that mean to you guys?
This is going to be a really hard press conference because
it's still unbelievable.
I'm so proud of this team, and I think every team is unique, as insane it was as 2018. I'm proud that we didn't settle for just that and just thought we could play the same level. I think if you put this team against our 2018 team, we would destroy them, I think, which is the nice way of putting it. We elevate every single year, and I think that is just a true testament of Coach and Brian and what they implement here. And the culture is you just keep exceeding expectations, and we keep growing. It doesn't matter our history and our name. We can always improve and always get better, and we keep striving for that. And I'm so proud to be a part of that program and now leaving that program and this legacy behind.
A question for Claudia, and congratulations on another amazing night, winning the national championship here at home. Throughout the tournament, Katie McKeel has been at the press conferences and has been singing your praises, saying how you've been the backbone of the team, not just for this year, but throughout your UT career. Do you have any words you want to talk about Katie, the same, how important she's been this season and all her seasons at UT?
This season, Katie has been here since my freshman year. Oh. She's been the person that every time I'm losing it or every time I'm having a struggle, I go to her. She's literally a role model. Like, you just want to be like her, and she doesn't even try. Like, she's just that person. You go to her when you have an issue. You go to her when you're doing great. Like, you just want her to reassure you, to correct you, and I just think that you don't get to see that a lot, you know? Like, yeah, there's teams that have great players, outstanding players, but to have someone that doesn't care about all the awards that she gets, about every single recognition she's had since she's been here, being able to just lean on her shoulder every time I'm struggling, it's the best feeling in the world, and I just couldn't have done it without you ever. My whole career.
For all of you guys, what do you want to say to the fans that came to watch you guys tonight, both here at home, at the home stadium, and on TV?
I'd like to, it was an awesome environment. I thought they were. I didn't hear any derogatory. I thought they were a good crowd, and UT has potential of doing that for all of our sports. We'd just love to see them come out and experience what it's like to watch our soccer team, our basketball teams, and this was kind of a crowning moment for us, but it's what we could be here, and we'd love to see that kind of continued support. I think they'll get as much out of it as we will, so it was awesome.
This one is for you, Katie. So you came to UT probably 5 or 6 years ago. Did you ever think that you were going to leave this place with 2 rings in indoor volleyball and 2 rings in beach volley?
Absolutely not. I don't think anyone could ever imagine doing that, but I think I have to absolutely give all the credit and glory to my teammates throughout the years, and Brian and Coach Kat, and just the supporting staff we've had throughout the years. Brian and Coach recruited me, and it was a long journey, and I was just found Tampa out of the blue, and I knew the second I stepped on campus that this was my home. This is where I belonged, and I could have never guessed what led down the road, but I can't thank them enough for taking me in and letting this be my family and providing me with the girls they have, and just teaching me how to grow and supporting us the way they have. And I will never forget my 6 long, crazy years here.
Oh, Granny.
And as cool as the 4 championships are, like, they're just thrilling memories. It's all the moments in between, the 6 years worth of memories. I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life and carry that with me.
Chris, on your scouting report, was off-speed shots part of the game plan going into tonight? It seems like obviously the hard-hitting kills obviously did the job, but you all had a lot of tips and a lot of roll shots that seemed to do just as good for you all.
We started the season talking a lot about off-speed stuff, and our very first conference match, one of the players said, we got to stop, we got to just swing, we got to swing. The point of that is, over the entire length of the season, we had to have the ability to do that and to change up things, and they implemented everything we asked. You can only tell them where the openings are, and then they have to execute that, and they did. We did it multiple times. We did it last night. We did it in the regional final, even more so than tonight. It was amazing. So you need to have a nice blend, I think, to keep a defense off balance, and that was key to them. They had very good libero as well, very good defense, and I thought we did that by changing up a little bit here and there.
And what can you say about Taylor Fossler and the game that she had today? I mean, with just the side outs, and then obviously getting you guys in a lead position multiple times and just 1 error on the match.
Yeah, Taylor would be in here if we had 4 spots, or if she wanted. She hates to be anybody. In fact, in regionals, she said, "Coach, I have to go to the bathroom," so we took somebody else, and think she was just hiding. But Taylor is, again, she's gone through a lot to be here, and she uses every bit of her ability. Okay, she's a unique athlete in that, and probably the most competitive kid and they're all competitive, but the most competitive kid I've had in a long time. So it's really been special, and we've kind of developed a special relationship. It's been rocky at times, but all my kids say it's been rocky with Coach. So it's just what it is. But it's been special to have her. And again, I would have her in here if we had 4 spots, or she would be there.
For Claudia and Katie, just what's one moment from the match? Obviously, the celebration is going to be what you remember the most, I would imagine, but a specific point in the match. I don't know if you all noticed, but you all were staring at the national champions banner on that back wall basically the entire game. So what's something that's going to stick out to you play-wise or just moment-wise from tonight?
For me, it was the third set. They came out of the timeout hot. Like, they were going to leave it all out there. And Coach asked for a timeout, which was the best thing he could have ever done. Because we just sat on that bench and said, hey, we knew they were going to come hard out of that timeout, but this is our moment. Now we're going to come out of ours, and now we're going to do everything point by point. Just be patient. That's been our thing the whole season, being patient, working with our abilities, and just trusting each other. There's a lot of trust on that court today. So,
yeah, I think for me, the first couple points, it's been a long weekend and a long regionals and a long season, but we've just been waiting all day for this, and me and Claudia joke all the time, we're both very competitive and very anxious people. So I'm always the one to text Claudia and be like, are you sleeping? Because I'm not sleeping. And we definitely did not sleep last night, but the jitters all day, we just kind of had this feeling we knew, and we were like, but we're going to have to take care of business and just stay composed and show the maturity and our experience. And I wasn't sure how we were going to come out in this first couple points, just looking around and seeing the composure on our team, and just, I was like, we can do this. And I could see the confidence in every single person. I was like, I trust every single person on this team to do their job. And when we're like that, we're untouchable, in my opinion. And it showed, and we balled out.
Katie, you just said it. It's been a long season. It's been long 3 days. But you didn't look tired at all. Do you feel any fatigue? And how big was the impact of your athletic trainer throughout the season? All the games I saw, you left everything on the field, and you played 3 games in a row. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really good at hiding that, apparently. After 6 years and you're 23 years old and still playing collegiate volleyball, you feel it. So there's a lot of ibuprofen, biofreeze, hot tub, hours in the treatment training room on the background. And from Scott, we've had a couple different trainers come through here, but Carly really stepped in with the COVID pandemic and all of our rules, regulations, us grandmas on the team. We had a lot of problems, and she was just so willing and just helped us every step of the way and took care of whatever we needed, especially we're at home, but it's really away, and it was a difficult past week or two with just how much was going on, and she was just in there ready to help us. And I can't thank her enough for getting us across the finish line, because it wasn't easy, but we did it.
It's a good question, because Carly Jaskulski is her name, very difficult last name. Joined us in August, and I just have to tell you that she's at a whole other level. Just so impressive what she's done for these kids that every day I'm just in awe. My water bottle on the bench, got down to here, and I go sit down, and it's full. I'm like, where'd that come from? She thinks of everything. She just takes care of these kids, and it's always at their beck and call. It's amazing.
All this while she's screaming and cheering on the sidelines.
Oh, yeah.
For Coach and the players, as seniors and as national champions, do you guys have anybody that you want to thank just for the season, for your careers?
Well, for me, it's all about my teammates, coaching staff, the athletic department, and mostly my family. I don't think any of us will be here without our families. They're so supporting. They're willing to go to regionals in Pensacola, fly back to Puerto Rico, fly back to Tampa in less than a week,
Claudia is a princess.
I'm not kind of spoiled by them. No, I'm kidding. But it's just amazing the parents that we have. There's parents that come to every single game and are cheering in every single game. It's just the support that we have from our families is just amazing.
Yeah, I agree. My family has just been so supportive from moving from Colorado all the way down to Tampa, Florida. They knew this was the right move for me, and they supported me every second of the way. And just from phone calls home when I was homesick, road games, stuff like that. My mom, dad actually bought a townhome like down here just so they could come to more games and be here and not just watch from afar, but be there emotionally and be on the sidelines cheering me on. But so thankful for Coach and Brian and Jeff who brought me in, let me play both indoor and beach and just grow. Our supporting staff, the committee who hosted this event, it's been incredible. And I know our staff, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make this run, and all the fans that came out, our alumni network. We've got so many people to be thankful for, and it doesn't go unnoticed. This entire team is so thankful and so blessed, and we see what you guys do.
I also have to thank my sister because she is the person that motivates me to be better every day because I just want to make her proud.
I can't speak any more onto this. I mean, Katie hit all the staff. I don't want to take more time. Awesome job by everybody. And I'd just love to thank my assistant coach, Brian. He balances me out really well. And then my wife.
Coach, you have 4 national championships. They're all special. What do you remember most about this?
It was just unbelievable to win it at home. Very extremely difficult. I thought it was the most pressure-filled week I've ever experienced. And winning regionals, I thought, oh, this is going to be a breeze. And as soon as we got back, it was like, boom, all this stuff has to happen. And we even moved to the hotel to try to duplicate that experience, and that was a nightmare driving back and forth to the hotel and feeding them and all that stuff. It would have been easier for us to be in our own bed, but what an experience. It was worth every penny and every effort to have it at home and win it here. It was really special.
Yeah.
Make a wall now. For the nets and the trophies.
That's the nicest way of saying next to the other one.
I'm just glad this one's staying home where it belongs.
I think I touched on it a little bit yesterday. We've always kind of known, and Coach has done a really good job of making us aware that whether we see them or not, we have a ton of people behind us, supporting us from generations back that have gone through UT Volleyball. But seeing everyone come out of the woodwork and show up when we're at home and cheering us on, they don't know us personally. They just know Tampa, they know Coach maybe, or they know Brian, but for them to come and cheer for us like they were our own teammates or their own children, it's something very special, and I think that's all on Coach Cat. He's developed a program that does that, and for players to come back, and I know I'm going to leave here, and I'm going to be itching to come back to Tampa volleyball games and support these girls through their careers and see the next generations that come through here. Tampa Bay, baby.
Tampa Bay, baby.
Congrats to the University of Tampa.